Hi and welcome to all the racing viewers out there joining us for this pre-recorded show. Grant Paddock is on the line and this is for the Fairview meeting and getting straight into the business. Grant, how are you doing?
Yeah, morning Sheldon, all good this side, weather's okay, no complaints, and morning to you and morning to those punters as well.
Right, let's get off straight into the odds-on favourite. Race number one, where number one Arabian Blue, no surprise, Richard Fourie for the Alan Creef stable. They're trading at 7-10. Number three, Ivy, the first timer at 3-1. And number four, Mind Freeze with number five, Priceless Treasure are 4-1. 40-1 bar those runners. Firstly, any talk about number three, Ivy?
Yeah, a lot of talk at Fairview with regards to Ivy. Believe it's a very smart filly, but she's going to have to run a bit to beat the Arabian Blue. She was very slow out and she ran on very strongly over the 5 furlong, very, very green. She'll be a much better horse for that run. The extra 200 metres is going to suit. I can see why the money has come for her as well. I think she'll be a tough nut to crack, but there is a lot of talk for Ivy. Looks like the exact bet. Mind Freeze and Priceless Treasure, nothing much between those two. I think the extra 200 won't suit them. They showed a lot of pace early in the race and just petered out. So they would have come on, but I think Arabian Blue over the extra 200 is going to be a better option. And Sheldon, I think she'll be hard to beat. I'm tipping at 1, 3, 5 and 4.
Now moving along to race number 2, 13-15 over 2,200 metres. Is it as straightforward as the betting suggests? About number 3, Ono Kamachi at 4-10. Richard Fourie for the Alan Creef stable, 56.5 kilograms on the back. Is she a 4-10 shot?
According to ratings, yes, with the weight that she's carrying, I wouldn't run around and take 4-10. I must be honest, she should win a race like this. There's absolutely nothing in this field, a very, very weak field. She's a young horse. She's got to be improving. First time on the poly is the only question mark for me. She seems to come from way off the pace, but I know when Richard gets into these races and the horse is fit, he normally takes him to the front, and that's the last they see of him. But yeah, she should win, but she's not a 4-10 shot. She has been favourite on her previous 2 starts and got run over, but she should win in a field like this. Really, really weak field. The new horse Master Wizard is the only unknown factor with Cape Town formers, and I see Cliffy's got Louis up. He's got to be a bit of a runner. Accumulate probably a danger as well, but got a lot to find to beat Ono Kamachi, and I'm tipping her to beat the 6, 1 and 2.
We'll then move on to race number 3, and once again looking at the betting, Richard Fourie for Alan Creef, 18-10 about number 3, which is Duchess of Seville. Number 1, Miss Pryor is 33-10, and that opened up at 2-1, has drifted off the boards. Number 4, Winter in Paris, you'll tell us a bit more about the Kelly Mitchley trained individual, out 6-1 with number 5, O Yoko. Number 6, Time in Paris, that is 7-1, and then 14-1 bar the rest. Let's kick off with Winter in Paris. Do you know how this one's working back home?
Yeah, Sheldon, yeah, very moderate first a decent first run and then a very moderate second run, but drawn out at 10. She's got her work cut out, and the yard is really out of form at the moment, and we'll have to wait for them to turn it around. My value bet on the race here from a 1 draw is Miss Pryor. She did everything right last time out and just got grabbed very, very late over the 5 on grass. Polly, different story, short straight. She will get away from them, and I actually think she's a decent value at the current price of 33-10. I think she'll drift more. I think the money's going to come for Duchess of Seville. There's no doubt about that. Solid Johannesburg form, and she's got to be a big runner from the Alan Creef yard. One question mark, she hasn't been racing on the poly, but I'm sure Alan would have put her on the poly and had a good feel of what her ability is. Oh, Yoko, a very nice first run over here. She's got to be a big runner as well. I see they've been nibbling on her too at the same time, and my outsider for quartets and trifectas, Tune again, holds decent form over track and trip. Sheldon, nice little maiden plate this, where my value comes in number 1, and I'm tipping at 1, 3, 5 and 8.
Next up will be heat number 4, and looking at this contest, 1,000 metres the distance. Number 9, Sharapova, shapes up as the early favourite at 16-10. Number 2 in the green zone from the Justin Snaith barn is 3-1, and then you can get 7-1 and better the rest. Number 4, Bosnay's at around 12.5-1. This is a horse that we've managed to catch right on a couple of occasions. Where would number 4, Bosnay, fit into your pecking order, Grant?
Sheldon, back end of quartet's best. I think the 5 is going to be a little bit too quick for her. They're going to go very, very fast here. Miss Shaba is very quick filly, and See You in a Bit can also get along as well. So too can Bretty. I like this horse Sharapova. I have been beaten with her a couple of times, but back to the 5 furlongs from a 2 draw with Richard up, I can see why the money is coming, and the yard is absolutely firing at the moment. She is my best bet on the card. The dangers here to Jade's Cabernet runs very well for Craig Zaki. He knows her very well, and she'll put that last 1200 meter run behind her, and back in the 5, she's got to be the biggest danger. And as I said, Miss Shaba, Louis up, draw 8, very quick filly as well. She'll be in the money, and then obviously Green Zone, trying a new surface from the Justin Snaith yard. I see there's been a bit of money for her, and she's got decent Cape Town form, so she's got to be a bit of a runner. But I'm all in here with Sharapova, and I'm tipping at 9, 7, 5, and 3.
As we move along to race number 5, where number 1 Abound is currently at 7-2, which shows the open nature of the race. Number 4, Whatever Next, 4-1. Charlie Malone, 4-1, and then we go out 6-1 and better the rest. Race number 5, I'm going to hand the baton straight over to you about number 1 Abound. Tell us about this individual, how the work building up to this race has gone.
Yeah, his work's been very decent, I must be honest with you. He's got a good draw, loves the track and trip. Just unfortunately, the yard being out of form, they must be scratching their head. But yeah, he's got to be a runner if all's good. From that draw, only negative 62 kilos. He's not a big, strong horse, a light, athletic kind of a horse, but he loves the track and trip. I'm very much in the camp of Whatever Next, back on the poly. His best form has been there, dropped in class. Got to be a massive runner in a field like this. I think 4-1 is a decent price. The dangers here, Charlie Malone doesn't know how to run a bad rate. Donny T with Stallone Naidu, and that will be striding out in front. There's no doubt about that. And Stallone riding very well at the moment. He's going to get the best out of Donny T. I'm in the camp of Whatever Next year, Sheldon. I'm tipping at 4, 3, 9, and 8.
We'll move along to race number 6, and when we take a look at race number 6, the current favourite, number 3, Hot Hat at 12-10, firm in the betting. Second favourite, number 4, Oh Mandy at 33-10, ahead of number 1, Always Shining at 4-1. Number 2, Canford's Beauty is 6-1, and then there's a big breakaway to 14-1, the rest of the field. Looking at the favourite, Hot Hat, has that draw to overcome, that draw of obstacle number 10.
Yeah, not just the draw, 158 days off the track, 12-10, way too short. I think they marked this one up wrong. Very, very bad, tricky races, weak field. Punters need to go the field in the pick 6, and we're going to have to go as wide as possible in the place accumulator. Horses like Always Shining, the filly Oh Mandy's got to be in with a big shout from carrying 53.5 in a handicap, but she's got to get away from that 9 draw. And then the front runner, Smart View, was once again Stallone Naidu from the front. It's got to be a place prospect as well, but a very shallow field where we need to go as wide as possible. I'm tipping at 4, 3, 5, and 1, but punters really need to go as wide as they can.
Next up will be race number 7, 16-10 over 1600 metres. And number 3, Lady Silvano has cracked that number 1 draw. Richard Ferry for the Alan Creef stable, 56.5 kilograms on the back. Number 7, Essential at 33-10. And then we have number 2, Red Sash trading at 7-1. Number 3, Lady Silvano with Richard Ferry aboard, this 5-year-old mare. How do you rate her chances? A winning chance or more exactas and trifectas?
Yeah, definitely a winning chance. She's my first choice from the 1 draw. Beautiful filly. She's done nothing wrong since she's been here. I see there's money for Red Sash. She wasn't given a wonderful ride last time. I got into all kinds of trouble, but back on the poly, back over her favourite distance as well. She's got to be the main danger to Lady Silvano. And then Essential, who's now finding her form since joining the Alan Creef yard with 52.5 Keenan Stain aboard, is my third choice. I think the winner will come from one of those 3, Sheldon. I can't see anything else scaring the scorer there, and I'm tipping at 3, 7, 2, 4.
Then bringing down the curtain will be race number 8, and looking at the current betting, we have number 3 Coral Creek with the 60.5 kilograms on the back, trading at 33 to 10. 4 to 1 Meet at the Windsor number 2, and then number 8 King Rahul at 7 to 1 with number 12 Noble Warrior. Number 7 Fearless Badger trading at 8 to 1, and then you can take 12 to 1 and better the rest. Number 3 Coral Creek, would this be your first selection?
No, Sheldon, I haven't got him in my top 4. He needs to show more improvement, especially carrying this kind of weight for a young horse. Stable companion Meet at the Windsor's got solid form. I thought he would have been favourite, but anyway, he's got a 10 draw to overcome. Number 6 horse is my outside in the race, Hermitage, now with the Zitzman Westhuizen yard, and with Louis Mkoto up from a very good draw of 3. Got to be a massive runner. And then down at the bottom, Aravidicio and Noble Warrior, both horses that can run into the money at big prices. But once again, in this race, you need to go very wide as a punter. It's not going to be easy getting through the pick 6 here. King Rahul having his first run here with a bit of Joburg form, Elden up, but drawn out at 13. He's got a bit of work to do. Not an easy race for punters to get through. I think my place accumulator, I've got 4 horses. I'm tipping at 2, 6, 11 and 12, but punters need to go wide.
For those players looking to play the quartet in race number 8, would you make number 2 Meet at the Windsor roving banker for the top 4?
I would definitely rove the 2 and the 6, Meet at the Windsor and Hermitage.
There we go, rove 2 and the 6, and then throw in your numbers that you like. Grant, we're going to bring up your suggested bets for the day, and for your huge following, they're going to follow your perms, and hopefully they come to fruition.
Thank you very much, Sheldon. We open up with the best bet, race 4, number 9, Sharapova. My value bet, race 3, number 1, Miss Pryor. And my suggested bet, the place accumulator, goes as follows. We open up with banker 3, by 1 and 3, by banker 9, by 3, 4 and 9, by 3, 4, 5, by banker 3, by 2, 6, 11 and 12 for 72 Rand full unit.
Well, thanks very much, Grant. As per usual, you've been an absolute pleasure and a real help to each and every one of us out of there, and hopefully it's now up to the horses to do it on the track. So have a wonderful day, and hopefully the horses bring home the bacon.
Thank you very much, Sheldon, and good luck to those players playing tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thanks very much to Grant Paddock joining us on the line for the meeting at Fairview. And as you as the player, the punter, the owner, the jockey, whoever's watching this, best of luck, and may you end up in the winner's enclosure.